Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Town. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be talking about the games, the past games. Honestly, guys, I'm not really gonna go into all the games. I'm mainly gonna talk about the teams that are interesting. For the bottom teams, I'm not really gonna talk about them because, quite frankly, nobody gives a fuck about the shit teams, guys. Right? Like, let's be honest, nobody really cares about um, PNC, everybody should care about them, but this season they just are awful. I might go over some of the series, but we're mainly going to be talking about just like the main storylines. Why Aurora are still struggling. Team Liquid still look like they're crazy good. Falcons beating Team Liquid, Onyx, all that stuff. Let's start off with Rora, my team. The struggles continue. Yet another loss. I thought this was not going to be a loss, to be honest. I thought Aurora was going to come out here and make a statement, like we're going to turn the season around. But this loss really concerned me. Like all the other losses were really, really bad, but this one was concerning because of the way that they lost. Aurora started off this series winning, right? They won game one, and then they just lost every other game. And the drafts just don't make sense. Like the Thames pick. Okay, you get a win with it in game one, but why are you picking it in game two? Like you're losing that element of surprise. When you pick heroes like Thamus, the enemy team is not expecting you to pick Thamus. So it can be good, but it doesn't work the second time around. Like the enemy already knows what you're gonna do. Thamus is very, very simple, right? He can only go straight forward. He can only go front. He's not gonna stay in a bush. He's not gonna try and assassinate. He can't really do that. So I don't know what they were thinking. I hated the Badon pick. I really don't like Thamus and Badon. I think that's a horrible combo. There's absolutely zero synergy there. But if you're gonna pick Badan, you pick Phoveus, you pick Lapu, you pick Yuzon to really complement it with like the hard CC or like the lockdown. But Thamus doesn't have that. Yeah, just really weird drafts. And then again in the game three. I mean, they just got completely outdrafted, right, guys? Like when you pick Terizla, Suyo, Valentina, and Hylos, there's no damage in the late game. Like, where is the damage coming from, right? Like, Valentina doesn't do consistent damage. Suyo doesn't do consistent damage in the late game. Terizla's a tank. He's just a meatball. He's just gonna get out kited, and just out damaged by Leomord, Claude, Alice. Like, even Alice out sustains the Terizla. So this draft was just completely cooked. If it ever went to 5v5s, Aurora would just cook. So I don't really understand the drafting from the side of Aurora, but it's not just the drafting, guys. It's the processing like of information. Everything that they do, they're so slow at doing. Like they used to be so quick at like reacting to certain situations. Like the decision making has fallen off a cliff. Um, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's something broken in the camp. I don't know if they have to have a team talk, but this can't continue because the gameplay is quite frankly atrocious, right? Like Aurora playing like the worst team in the Philippines and they're the world champions. Um, Aurora, but like right now, don't even look like a top 10 team in the world. And they just came off of winning the biggest trophy that you can possibly win. So I don't know what it is. Like the turtles. Oh my God. I think that's the biggest thing. The turtles are so bad. I was literally mauled in, bro. I was crashing out watching those games. I woke up this morning to watch the games because that's what I always do, right? Like obviously being I'm in Canada, so like the time zones, like the games are like in the middle of the night, right? I'm not gonna stay up to watch them when I can just catch them in the morning. But I watched the games and I just saw the games and I was so frustrated because the way Aurora was playing was it was so unlike Aurora. Like it wasn't that's not Aurora playing. Like that's not them. It seems like the players are like I don't want to say they don't care, but it seems like they're okay with this. Like from based on like the player reactions, they're not like they're not like annoyed, they're not upset. It seems like they're just like normal and content with this. Obviously, they're not content, but I don't know if they know that they're gonna improve. They know that they're gonna be better for the playoffs. Fuck, even if they make the playoffs, right? Like they you have to make the playoffs. There's a real possibility that Aurora don't make the playoffs, but Point is, like, the turtles are just so bad for this team, man. I don't know what it is. The turtles are absolutely atrocious from Aurora. They're always slow on the rotations. They always get out rotated to turtle. They don't get turtles that much. Like honestly, that's why Aurora loses most of their games. Like they don't really have early game advantages. They lose their early game most of the time, whether it's over extensions from Edward or the light going too deep or just like getting out rotated or Domin Kite getting caught, getting ganked when they know that they're gonna rotate to his lane or Yue getting chunked before turtle. Like they're all just so slow and they all it's everything is like the way I describe it is everything is so dry. Everything is so like it looks so like easy for the enemy team to just like defeat Aurora. It's so dry. It's so like just open out there. It's just wide open just for the enemy team to take it. And Aurora doesn't make it hard for the enemy team to to win in those situations because Aurora used to be like so good at like controlling the neutral objectives, right? Like the Lord dances, the turtles, like how they would like even reset it. They would push in a wave and then rotate. Even if they would lose a turtle, they would still get something on the other side of the map, or they would just straight out team fight you. But none of that is happening with this team. And it's been an ongoing issue for, I mean, almost 2 months now, guys. Like we started the season in March. Bro, we're in May, like playoffs is in a couple of weeks, and Aurora have still had the same issues. But the concerning part is that the issues have gotten worse. Like at the beginning, you were taking games off of Team Liquid, you were taking games off of Falcons, you were making it competitive with Onyx, but you lose to TNC, you lose to Omega. I think they've lost to every single team in the league now. Um, so I don't know what needs to change, but this is very, very frustrating. Especially somebody who considers Aurora to be like the top of the top. Like I expect this team to be the best team in the world and display the best level of gameplay in the world. Um, and the fact that they're playing just so bad is really, really annoying. Just super disappointed in the team. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Um, like I'm happy that we won M7, obviously, but quite frankly, like you need to keep improving, man. Like you can't just win M7 and just slack off after that. I'm not saying that they're slacking off. Like when I say like my expectations are high for this team, if you guys can't tell. Like I expect this team to dominate teams, right? The way that they dominated at Alter Ego at M7. Like I want Aurora to just make statements, be like, yeah, we're the best team because nobody can beat us because of our style of playing. But their style of playing, they haven't even been able to show that. Like Aurora doesn't even do turtle dances properly. They don't rotate on time. They're all so slow. They all get gapped in the levels. Their target selection is so bad. Like their target selection is horrible. Like Edward just fell off a cliff this season. I mean, he has been by far the worst player on the team alongside Light. Those two have just like they're not in form at all. And if Aurora have want any hope, any chance of making a run in the playoffs, I mean, those two have to be performing. I mean, Light Rome is literally arguably the most important role in the game. So if Light is not having a good game, Aurora is cooked. If Edward is not having a good game, Aurora is cooked. And especially if Domekite is not doing what he usually does, they're cooked because Demon Kite and Yue are not going to carry. So you need firepower from the other lanes. Demon Kite's had a horrible season as well. He's definitely under the most fire, but I don't think he's been the main reason why they're struggling. UA gets the pass because he's a mid laner. Like mid laner is never really gonna carry, especially when they have losing side lanes. But even he hasn't been performing that well. Gets caught out a lot, but it's normal UA activities. But yeah, just I don't know what the fuck happened with this team, but something needs to change. Another thing. Team Liquid versus Falcons. I mean, Team Liquid lost finally. The streak ended. Like that's the thing. Like I knew they were gonna lose because everything comes to an end, guys. Like, I don't think people understand that we're never gonna see a team go on a perfect win streak. Even if they do, it's gonna come to an end in the playoffs, right? Like, you're not gonna go 14 and 0 in the regular season and then not drop a single game in the playoffs. It's literally nearly impossible. You would have to be the most dominant team ever, and even then, like, even the most dominant teams ever have lost like multiple series, have lost multiple games. So it was just unrealistic for Team Liquid to go undefeated, especially with how competitive this season has been and with how good Falcons are playing. I mean, Falcons look so, so good. This is the Falcons' best shot to win an MPL, bro. This is the best Falcons have looked since 2024 MSC. Yes, I repeat, since 2024 Snapdragon when they won, or 2024 MSC Finals. Like this team looks like a legitimate team, and it's kind of like interesting. It's kind of like Aurora, where Aurora last season they replaced Light with Renegade, and that was kind of like the final piece of the puzzle. That's what really elevated Aurora to becoming eventual world champions. But with Falcons, they replaced Haji with Few, and Haji has been so much better than Few. I'm sorry, if Falcons had Few, they wouldn't be this good. Haji is so stable. He's so like reliable. And that's what you need in a mid laner, right? You don't need a super flashy mid laner that's gonna do all these crazy plays. You just need a reliable mid laner that's gonna do his job, that's gonna output consistent damage, and he's just gonna be a threat in the team fights. And Haji has been great. Super Marco has been incredible. Kyle Teasy and Super Marco. I mean, take a bow, man. These guys have been fucking great. Falcons are definitely definitely this is their best shot at winning FPL. If they don't win FPL, I'm gonna be disappointed because right now, bro, you have a struggling Aurora, you have a Onyx that you are better than, you have TNC who haven't been good all season. Their biggest threat right now is Team Liquid, and they've already beaten them. You know, they already took a game off of them in the last time they played before this when they lost 2-1, but they're able to beat Team Liquid. It's just a matter of beating them multiple times. So Falcons look great. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of all I want to talk about. Onyx, let's end things off with Onyx. Onyx look good. Good. I really like how Onyx have their own identity. They really like to play like the Harley. They really like to play like Onyx, the only way Onyx is gonna ever be the best team in the world, like if Onyx becomes the best team in the world, it's gonna be because of their mid lane prio. Like they really love prio in the mid lane. They will literally sacrifice losing lanes in the other roles just to have winning matchups in the mid lane because the mid lane prio is so important, especially in the early stages of the game. I mean, that can easily win you the games. You know, one good pickoff or one good turtle fight, and the game just snowballs out of control, and you just stomp the enemy team before they can even get started. So great from Onyx. Even that second game draft, like you pick the gourd. Gourd by itself sucks. You need something to complement it with, the constant pokes, the constant just annoying gay CC. You complement that with the Leomord, Phoveus, the Grok, and the Freya. It was a great draft from Onyx, and they have great late game because Gord is a good late game hero. So yeah, like just small things like that, and the adjustments in the draft, the adaptability. Onyx do look like a really, really legitimate, solid team. I definitely think they're by far the third best team in the Philippines. I don't think that they can beat Team Liquid or Falcons in a best of five as of now, but who knows? Maybe the remaining matches that they play, they can show that okay, we can be the best because they have the potential to be the best. You know, this is a world championship team. This is a championship caliber team. We just need to see consistency from them, where the other two top teams have actual they're the definition of consistency. I mean, both of those teams have only lost to each other and nobody else. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's the recap. The other games weren't that interesting, so I'm not going to talk about them. AP Brand lost to Team Liquid. James Panks had like a maniac on Leomore. That was pretty cool. And then, of course, Falcons beat Aurora because, of course, Aurora is just going to lose and they're going to draft the most disgusting shit ever. They're going to draft Marcel in a game where he shouldn't have been picked. But yeah, it's just classic Aurora. Not going to let it ruin my day. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below. Who do you guys think is gonna win next week's matchups? Who's gonna make playoffs? Who's not? Let me know your takeaways from this weekend's games. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.